Welcome, 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 celestial beings. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. This is going to be a general reading for the collective. So not all messages are going to resonate with everybody, and that's okay. You just want to take the information that do resonate with you and leave the rest. There are some interesting things in the discussion box, description box for you guys. And if you want to support the channel, you can like, share, comment, interact. We love that. Or subscribe if you haven't done so already. Just know off camera, I've done all the things. And when I turn the camera on, I am ready to get down to business. So let's talk about it. So first and foremost, with this Mercury retrograde crap that's been going on, and I feel like that it's been hitting me so hard, I want to let you know that I filmed this entire reading just to find out that it was not recording. So I took all the cards back and put them back in the order when I thought I was talking to my collective. Because I love this message so much that I did not want this message not to get out. So I'll just explain to you the energies and the information that I had picked up on and what this means for the collective that this resonates with. And I apologize. I like for you guys to see how things correlate and how it, resonates with the message being brought about. But that's okay. I'm going to re-explain all that was put out here before. So basically, this is for the collective who, and what I was saying was before I even had gotten all the cards out, I heard it's yours. And I repeated that for it. I said, it's yours, it's yours, it's yours. This is your winning season. It is something that you have been working tremendously hard on, okay, for quite some time to get where you are, all right? And right out the gate, I already heard it's yours, okay? And the reason why you are given this opportunity for you not to only pour into yourself, but for you to be able to pour into others. So this is going to give you the means and the way to be able to do that. I also feel like that you're going to be so abundantly blessed or given such an abundance that you don't have to fear or worry about where anything is going to come from, because it is going to be provided for you. For some, I feel like that this had a tie to the past. So for some, I feel like that you may have started this before and maybe stopped and then had an opportunity to start again and pick up where you left off. Or, well, that's just for some. So some of this, for some, you had an opportunity in the past, okay? And you had the opportunity now to, kind of pick back up and do this thing again or give it another shot, okay? So what I was saying is, in which came out twice, that because of whatever this is that you're in your winning season about, or whatever this is that you have worked so hard for, you are going to have to figure out how to control your emotions. That's what I was saying. That in this position, in this role, or whatever this is that you're entering, it's going to require you to kind of detach from emotions, because what is required of you, you're not going to be afforded the opportunity to show how you being affected emotionally per se. You're going to have to hold it all together. You're going to have to not be so triggered at triggering moments. It's going to be somebody who's able to handle that type of situation where in a normal situation it would trigger people, but for you, you know how to hold it down. You know how to be evenly keeled to where this normal trigger will not trigger you. But you were made for this, okay? you're going to be able to do this without giving that energy, that triggered energy, to whoever it is that's going to try to, who's going to attempt to do that to you. Okay. You were built for this. You were made for this. And I need to let you know that. Now, this, you didn't always feel this way. Okay. Prior to the dedication and the hard work that you had put into this, I'm so mad that it wasn't recording. There was some times where you were overthinking, you were in your head, and you let some fears of doubt. You weren't so self-assured. Okay. Confidence probably wasn't at its best. And this is what you overcame. Okay. You had to get through that to get to being selected, per se, to do this, for whomever or whatever to know that you were the right one. For you to be built for this, you had to go through the things first, right? So you had to get over whatever you was doubting yourself about. You had to make sure that you had the confidence and the reassurance that you would be able to pull this off, per se, that this was actually right for you. Okay. So you've done all the things. You went through all that. You made it through, right? Okay. So just remember, it's already been discovered and said that it's yours, right? In this level up, because that's exactly what this is. In this level up that you have been selected for, I feel like it was part of your destiny, that it was always going to be you, but you had to get to a place where you were confident enough to know that it was you. It was always going to be you. This isn't something that is egotistical or anything like that. It took this level of confidence of, before you entering into this, you had to go in with that type of confidence to even start working on this. And once you got started, you knew it was going to take the time, the effort, the dedication, all of that to pour into that, to be this, to do this, right? And with this comes a lot of responsibility, okay? With this, there are going to be people depending on you, looking up to you. You're going to be like a resource to some, right? You're going to be an entity in which people are relying on you for something, okay? So because you are selected, because you made it through, because you got past the doubt and the self-doubt and, overthinking and the things of that nature. Okay. You did some soul searching. That's down here a couple of times. You definitely did some soul searching to just be assured that this is exactly what you wanted. Okay. And this is what you wanted, or you assured that if you had this opportunity, that you would be able to do all of the things that is going to be required to be in this. Okay. You went through all of that. This has transformed you, or this will transform you. Some of you guys are already living in, it's already been given to you. Okay. And not handed to you on a silver platter. You worked hard for this. You dedicated a lot of your life to this. Okay. And it's going to take a lot more, right? And that's why you have to be built for this. And that's why you wanted to make sure that that you could definitely do this, that you could definitely pull this off. Okay. But this has transformed your life, or will transform your life, because this is putting you not only out in the forefront, but it's like, it is a higher step. Okay. You are going to be above it all. It's just a ranking type thing. It's the system. But there has been a lot of growth in you. And that growth and going through that growth is also what reassured you that you were built for this and you were the one and you were the right pick. Okay, even though those times that you doubted it, that you wasn't 100% sure, even for those who helped you doubt yourself. Okay, that's what this energy is. These are the ones that told you that you wouldn't be able to do it, or planted these little seeds in your mind that there's probably somebody out there better than you for this. It was all untrue. It was all untrue. You did the soul searching. You made sure that if you entered into this, that you would only do it because you know you were capable of doing this, that you were made for this, and that whatever challenges and obstacles that are put in front of you while while doing what you need to do, and if they presented themselves, those triggers, that you will still be able to do what it is that you were supposed to be doing, hired to do, guided to do, right? So this is definitely going to be putting more eyes on you, putting you in the forefront, because remember, this is a definite level up. Okay, this is another bracket, this is another status, this is another ranking type situation, right? So people are definitely, or whomever is going to definitely be seeing how you're going to handle these situations, these challenges, these tougher times within this role, right? So the thing is to maintain a balance, keep that balance. Again, it's gonna take some emotional detachment, because they want to see if you're gonna crash out, if you're not gonna be able to handle being in this higher ranking, in this higher role, doing this level up type thing, right? So these eyes are going to be wondering if you're going to be able to handle these type of situations when it gets a little rocky, when it gets a little challenging. Or are you going to fold? Or are you going to be able to do exactly what they're expecting you to do? So the Queen of Swords is out here twice. And I really feel like that you are built for this. But it's going to take that type of energy. Somebody not so emotional and somebody who doesn't easily get triggered when things get tough, when you get challenged, when this energy comes around you to try to trip you up. Okay, they definitely going to be watching you. But what I also picked up from this is that you are definitely, once you make that decision, you are definitely going in the right direction with choosing this for you. You feel like that this was truly made for you. Once you got over them down days of doubting yourself and, overthinking things, okay, and you decided to go ahead and to pursue this, you were definitely going in the right direction. You was definitely moving away from mediocre, okay, and you're moving into this era that is going to provide you with more. You're going to be able to do more. You're going to be able to be more, but you are ready for this. You worked hard for this. Is down here twice. You have put in so much effort and determination. Okay. And so another thing that was out here is that with this, things are going to be coming at you fast. Okay. You got to be able to handle that. How are you going to handle that? They're going to make sure that you are able to actually handle those type of things. But in this energy, I feel like the fears and the doubts was from before. Okay. I feel like that once you realize what them expectations were, and you really did a self-analysis of if you could actually do this, and then you made the decision that you could, that's when the universe is like, it's yours. It's yours. This was for you. This was meant for you. Okay? So also what I got out here, so the soul searching was down here twice. You made sure that this was right, okay? No doubt. Then it got to the point where you just knew this was for you. And then you just the confidence went up and you knew this was yours. Right? Okay. So that's what's down here too. Um and I also picked up on the fact, because you got the emperor down here twice, but I also picked up the fact that with this growth and what is going to be expected of you, and there's people watching, right? So they want to make sure that you're going to be able to do this. I feel like the stuff that people are going to try to pull, or they used to pull, what they trying to do, they can take that mess somewhere else. You ain't having it. You are not having it. You're not going to jeopardize this. Not for some trickery or some pettiness, or you're not going to do that, because this status that you're in now, you're not going to risk that for just that mediocre. Like I said, mediocre is not it. It doesn't have a way in this winning season for you, where you're about to be, or what has been destined to be yours, or what the universe said is yours, is yours, is yours. It's yours. Okay? And so, in the final messages that came out, so with your growth, you have blossomed into the exact person that is going to be required of you to pull this off. So this is just confirming your growth, highlighting that you do have what it takes and that you're ready to take this on. Okay? That's part of the transformation that you have went through, and the transformation that you're going to go through, and you're going to continue going through that, because it's all part of the growth that you're going to continue to grow, right? There's nothing that's going to stop that. You're going to grow and continue to learn, or if you stop it, you may not be as useful to those who knew you were the one for this. Okay, so growth and learning is part of succeeding in this. Okay, I was gonna say, what happened to the other cards? Okay, and so the other one that came out was darkest fears, and that is what you got through. That doubt, that fear, feeling like that you weren't meant for this or built for this, somebody was better, all those things that you were in your head about, you got through that. And so what I had noted on the other video was, if you ever find yourself getting back into those moments, I hope that you have a support system. I hope that you have somebody, a shoulder or something, that you can talk to about how you feel, to help you get out of those moments, because this is pivotal. You are the VIP, the very important person now. Okay, people are relying on you. People are going to be relying on you, and so they're going to need that confident, self-assured individual who wanted this so badly. They're going to need that person. Okay, so if you ever get into those dark moments, I'm hoping that you either surround yourself with those who can lift you up, or you have that support system, or you have a way, because this wasn't fun. Going through that and getting through that was not fun for you. Okay, this will not be without challenges, and you just don't want to go back here and get stuck. Okay, remember, this was yours. This is for you. You was built for this. All right. The other card that came out was the dedicated effort. You done put so much time, energy, and effort into this. There was no way you weren't going to be selected. This was yours. And then those negative energies and those energies that get you down into these darkest fears. You're just going to have to learn how to detach from allowing those type of energies to trigger you, to get you emotional, which you've already, worked your way through detaching from being emotional. Okay. So just knowing that it's going to take that, probably a lot of that in this role, but you got this and you built for this. So again, I am so sorry that the video was not recording. I could not let this message get away because this was such a pivotal and important message for somebody who you earned this status, this ranking, this level. What you earned this, okay? And so you deserve to know that there's going to be challenges and people are going to try to trigger you, and just don't fall for it. And you're going to go a long way, and you're going to be so successful, okay? So this is what I have. I'm not worried about you. You got this. You work too hard for this. And until next time, I love you, I love you, I love you.